Hi everyone, welcome to Space Engineers. So, it's been a while since I played this, and I just figured, you know what, I'm going to jump back into it. The last time I logged into this was October 24, but I don't really remember playing it, so I don't know why I logged in, but yeah, it's been a while. Been tons of updates. I've made sure I've got all the DLCs, just so there's nothing that I miss out on. And yeah, we'll kind of jump into this and see what happens. I'm going to go no to the quick start. So this looks very different. Let's go customize. Okay, so we want survival. Now, I would put some mods in. I don't know if some of these mods are going to work, because some of them are old. I mean, that one there says the author is retired. Whether or not they still work, well, I mean, we'll put it in. We'll put it in. We want sneaky sounds. Put that to the top. I don't know why that matters. I think we needed. I don't know if Reavers needs that. Well, it can't. I don't really know. Let's just whack all the mods in. Screw it. Build Vision don't want that one. I probably need. Hostile takeover? Nah. Screw it. You know what? Let's just completely, like, go ridiculous. I don't know what half of these do. Oh, crap. I don't want crew. Yeah, I don't want crew. I don't want... Although, to be fair, maybe I'll just go through all these. It might be a bit much. Don't know if some of these have to be at the top, so let's just do that. You can go at the top, and screw it, we'll just go with that. We'll add them all in. Don't even know if they work. We'll just go it. We're just winging it. Okay, inventory size the same. All of that's the same. Asteroid amount. That can stay. Encounter stay. Sound mode arcade, world size is unlimited, view distance is whatever. Day, max objects can stay. Global encounter cap, don't know what that means. Block limits, turn them off. What else we got? Max online broadcast, that could just stay. Right, auto healing, spectator. I'll turn that on. I don't know how to use it, but I'll turn it on. That doesn't matter. Nope. Yep, you could stay. Spawn with tools. Screw it. Spiders can come on. Not that it'll matter. Turn off the... Now, you know what? Leave the progression on. It's been a while. Aim assist. Scrap drone. Share inertia tension. Yes, want that one on. Enables unsafe talks. Yeah, screw it. Turn everything on. Enables unsafe impulses. Yeah, why not? Enable lightning damage. Enable weather system. Economy. Auto respawn. Enable wolves. Yeah. No, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do wolves and spiders. With all the mods, we're potentially going to have enough to deal with. Jetpack. Convert station. Yep, turn that on. Permanent death, no. This would not be a one life series. So the only setting I need to change, there was something that I remembered, was the difficulty. Wasn't there a setting in here that you could like have the asteroids? That's not that one. They removed them? You know where asteroids used to... Oh, I don't know. Maybe they've removed it. I don't see it. Oh, no, it's that one, isn't it? There we go. Environment. So that's the meteor showers. Okay. Screw it. Let's go for... We'll go normal. We don't want to be too bombarded by them. And yeah, so I'm obviously including this in just so you can see what settings I'm going with. Kind of winging it. Like I said, it's been a while. Most of it is kind of default on the inventory sizes, so I feel like that's the probably the most normal way to play. Blah, 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 blah. Right, let's get these mods downloaded and let's crack in. Okay, we are gonna go Earth-like. I think we're gonna need all the help we can get. So, what's the point of the playthrough? There isn't one. I just want to chill. I just want to get to grips with the game and yeah, just kind of enjoy myself really. Now I've got many an hour on Space Engineer, but I wouldn't say that those hours have been spent well, to be honest. It's not. How the fuck do I get out of here? I don't know how to get out. Going well. Oh, F. Ah! How do you go down? D. Okay. As you can see, how the hell do I... There we go. Yeah, it's been a very long time. So we've actually started in a pretty decent position because we've got magnesium just directly below us. We're obviously surrounded by ice, so water will not be an issue. Unfortunately, I am like right in the middle, well, somewhat in the middle of this lake. I am ages away from any of the stone. So I've already discovered somebody. They are a while away, that's fine. On the plus side, the quieter sounds mod still works, which is good. How do I turn my light on? There we go.
Meteor storm inbound.
What? That's bloody soon, isn't it? Where are you? I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean it. Oh, there we go. I mean, to be fair, they're landing quite a while away, so that's fine. Oh, no, they are not. They are going to hit the ice. Boom. 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 So, yeah, that's something we want to watch out for. So, I'm just going to try and dig down just to try and get to the stone. And we're going to do what every single person does on this game to start with, is we're just going to collect a shed load of stone. I can't bloody remember how to do any of this. That's what we need to produce, right? Magnesium can't go in here, so that's great. Oh, crap. Asset are already on my radar, which is fantastic. Assuming that it's all working, I think Asset were the ones that send drones quite frequently, I think.
Inventory full.
I mean, we may have made a mistake turning all these mods on, but meh. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Come on, can't get out. I don't know if I have a weapon mod on here. We may just have the standard. What is that? Build info. Don't know what that is. Yeah, I think we've just got the standard weapon stuff, to be honest. Which might not be the best idea considering we've got Reavers on here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, hopefully that's enough stuff to get me going. So I just want, and I want to get some kind of drill set up because I don't want to be mining by hand for very long. So I need something cheap just to start getting me some resources. Now, if I recall, these interior wall blocks were cheaper than this because these only use, I think it was 1 iron per block, whereas the steel ones use 7. So if I just go and make a couple of interior plates, just enough to build a platform. Obviously they're not armored in the slightest, they'll just allow me to build something. So all I really want to do is I just want to get, I'm going to have to go pretty deep though if I stay here, is the problem, because of the ice. I mean, I could travel. I guess it kind of makes sense to not be in the ice. Right, let me see if I can remember how to do this. So, I want a, what the hell's that? Prototech drill. And because I put progression on, I'm obviously gonna have to work through everything, aren't I? So let's work on a basic assembler and a refinery, I think. So we go assembler. Oh yes, middle mouse, and then refinery. We're gonna want a turbine. Ease of power. Do they both cost the same? They do, but we'll go for that one because I think it was smaller. What else? Battery I'm not going to even be able to make yet. I've not unlocked it anyway, so that's fine. So we can put them into crafting. Let's see. So it looks like I'm going to have to go and do some more mining for it to give me that. So let's quickly get that done. There's an unknown signal over there, and from what I have read, they've had an overhaul. So let's go and take a look at those. If I take my hydrogen bottle, how do I turn my dampeners off? Z, okay. It's over there. So let's go and have a look. Just turning my dampeners off so that I can kind of like just glide through without using any more jetpack. It's something that everybody knows. I'm just late to the party with this game. Let's see how this looks. I mean, if nothing else, we'll get some resource from it. Okay, so it is a... It's just a little storage one. There's nothing else. So let's land, because it's coming down quick enough, really. Come on. And a boom. Don't roll down. I can't even remember the bloody button to press the button. F. I got a leopard welder. Fantastic. Okay. What do you have? Claim. What? Blocks will still need to be hacked to gain ownership. Oh. So you can now claim blocks. This will not despawn anymore then. Is that what that means? Oh, that's quite good. Didn't used to have that. We're just going to grind this whole thing down just for the resources. Shouldn't take too long. I don't know if that claiming of the grid was a mod or vanilla. That is something I should have probably... Well, I should have played it a little bit before, but never mind. Now, I would say I don't have the creativity for this game, but it's just nice just to chill and play. Can I get that? What? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I am... There's very few games that I'm good at. And if I think of any that I am, I'll let you know. I just like losing myself in them. So don't expect to learn anything from this playthrough, because it ain't gonna happen. And we are good. Right, dump everything in. Right, I'm still waiting for some stuff to be produced. But in the meantime, let's head over here. Start thinking about how I want to set up shop. I want to make a... I want to build like a home station, or whatever you want to call it. One that kind of goes into the mountain. We're going to need the protection because if a reaver comes, we don't want to lose everything. So, thinking here, we could have like a bit of a path going into it. We've got access to the stone, obviously, so we can get that. So let's just build a little bit of a platform for now. We'll obviously change this as time goes on. And let's get the assembler on jump. There we go. Right, assembler can go there. Refinery gets connected to the assembler. Get both of you welded. I'm just going to clear those two and re-add them. because I've used some materials on the platform. Although the materials I took out and used for the platform might have been for the turbine. Because, yeah. Alright, so there's the refinery. The assembly is going to take a bit more work. But what I want to try and do is get the wind turbine up sooner rather than later. Because it would be nice to use that refinery rather than... wait 1 second. Yeah, I want to use the refinery on this rather than my survival kit. Because I've really got so much power on there. I mean, it'll probably last long enough anyway. But I just don't want to risk it. Boom, 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 boom. Right, so now I'll be able to drill here and potentially speed up my obtaining of resources. My words are not strong. I've mined out a little bit of a dip because when I mine over here, the terrain has like this natural kind of curve kind of going down. So any resources that I don't pick up are being captured in that pot. So I just do some mining here. So you can see obviously I've missed them, but they are just going to kind of go in there. And I don't know what the key is to turn off... I mean, that ain't working. Well, there we go. But yeah, I want to turn cleanup off. Or at least turn it off for certain things. I'll have a look in a second at that. Right, I need to get a battery made because that is not what I meant to do. The refinery will not go with a single turbine. So I could make another turbine and that'll kick it in. Might be the easiest option, to be honest. But yeah, if I can get a battery built, then we can start storing what excess power we get. There we go, 2 wind turbines. Is that enough for you to kick in? Ah, it is. Fantastic. Right, now we can start doing our mining over here. And not have to worry about draining the survival kit. Okay, so I'm just going to do quite a bit of mining and then we will come back. Oh, why is that one lightning? What's going on there? And the crate. We got a bit of everything. Oh, we got a new welder. We'll definitely take that. Oh yeah, you got to do it like this, haven't you? You got to put the welder there. There we go. Right, let's get this ground down. I finally got the battery built. So hopefully I'll be able to get a small amount of charge when I'm not using the refinery. I'm currently making more power than I'm using, so that is good. Now I've got my survival kit here. All I need is my medical components from the other one. The second I do that though, I don't have a place to refill my oxygen. So let's go for the... What's that? Oh, it's just a DLC one. It's nothing for now. That's fine. So let's put this into production. If I can just reach it. There we go. And I'm going to need a steel sheet. There we go. So if I can get this built, then we can move all my stuff from my respawn pod to over here. I just need to continue with the mining just for a little bit longer.
Fuel low.
Oh, crap.
Fuel critical.
Good thing I haven't yet ground down my survival kit, isn't it? On the plus side, now that I've died, I can, well, I can get rid of both of them. I don't know how. That's fine. Assembler, maybe? Yep, assembler. How do I take just one of these? Ah, there we go. Right click. Okay. So yeah, I can now disassemble you, and you. Boom. Now I need some displays. Because I'm trying to build a cockpit on the drop pod, just so I can unlock thrusters. And I'm just doing that just because of the progression. While I've got a thruster built on the drop pod, I might as well get one welded. But I'm just lacking the materials. It's not a massive issue. I can always just build a thruster anywhere, I guess. Do I need to be worried about that guy? Oh no, I thought he was hovering, but he's not. He's traveling. He's traveling. That's fine. I need 15 computers. I don't think there's many over here at all. Rue it. We'll just grind everything down. Okay, boom. So I've got my survival kit. The only thing I'm missing on this really, just to get me started now, is going to be some cargo. So I'm only going to have enough metal grid. I'm not going to have enough for the big one. So if we go for the small cargo container, might just give us the space that we need. I can get some small tubes from my respawn pod, but there's not much else over there. But no, it's alright, we got it. We got it. There we go. So now I'll be able to just keep dumping stuff into there. We should be okay. Right, I'm just going to finish taking down the pod, and then we can actually crack on with, well, something half decent than just toing and throwing. And with that last block, the respawn pod is gone. So we can remove the GPS. Delete that. Unidentified signal. That orange one is a long way away, so I ain't getting there anytime soon. Gotta be careful because there seems to be quite a lot of traffic around here, so we don't want to annoy anybody. So let's try not to get anyone's bad side for the time being. Actually, what I should probably do, I don't know if it matters, is create a faction. I don't know if that triggers the NPCs. But then on the same time, maybe I shouldn't do that yet. Just in case it does trigger them. I want to get some sort of base created. But we've got the bare essentials. So we've got a bit of storage, oxygen and hydrogen production, survival kit, refinery and assembler. We'll probably find that the battery is recharging still. Slowly, but it is recharging. Now, we're in a bad place for solar, depending on where the sun rises because of that. The big hills in the way. So we may be focusing on wind for some time. But we'll see what happens. What I need to do... I've not got any ice in... I haven't. Let's quickly mine some ice. I've got my hole over here. Just to make sure that we've got enough of this, just to keep refilling our O2 and our hydrogen. Although, can I? Oh, I can breathe here. Okay, so I don't have to use hydrogen. That's fine.
Inventory full.
So it's just the hydrogen we've got to look out at. But that's okay. There we go. Alright, the first thing I want to do is I need mining to become easier. It's one of the tedious tasks that everyone has to deal with at the start of the game, and I just really can't be bothered. So what I've got is I've got this natural kind of hill. Like if I just mine some here, you'll see that stone is going to roll all the way down, and it's kind of going to curve. Now, if I can, like in line with that, if I do something here, I can potentially gather that stone passively without much work. Now, it's going to just need some conveyors. So, if we go for conveyor, and they've added more of these. Oh, or have they? I thought they... Oh, no, they've added more walkways, haven't they? Not conveyors. Fine. 6, 12, 20, 14... 6, 12... Okay, so they're both exactly the same. It doesn't matter. So we'll go for the old style, because it makes 0 difference. And I'm going to need some interior plate. So just give me 20 of those. Oh, I already had some, never mind. So what we'll do is... Hang on, isn't there one of these that you can scroll, right? Oh yeah, so if I take the conveyor junction... Ah, there we go. I don't have to just keep freaking about. Right. Can I... No, it's not like stationaries, is it? I have to physically go under to do that. Okay, that's fine. So if I just do GPS here, and I want to just go in a straight line just to that, but I want to go down a bit more until we're just past that. I don't need to be this deep. But I'd rather be down than come out at the top. Okay, so it's about here, I think. If I go up some. Not the easiest game to mine up or down, is it? Really? Right, can I... No, isn't there a way of... I can't remember the bloody buttons. I thought there was a way of, like, snapping it to the grid. Might be wrong. Might be wrong. You know what, actually? This will be easy if I just go down here, won't it, to be honest? Dig down. Hopefully we'll come across that tunnel that I've made.
Inventory full.
Or we'll make no progress whatsoever. Hang on, dump you in there. Dump you in there. I'm still directly... Let's just right click just to go down some. Probably the easiest way. Oh, I didn't do too bad actually. Didn't do too bad at all. So if we go for conveyor tube and go click, and then there I want a junction for no other reason than just to tidy up the hole. Okay, and then if I go for a corner, and I just want to get over there to that hole, so take some of this out. We ain't got to take loads out, just enough so we can actually put the conveyors in place. That should do it. So I want a straight. This may be a problem. So you know what? Let's get those welded first. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is actually, I think I'm going to remove that one. And we will change that for a T-junction. Another T-junction. And another T-junction. Just to allow me to put multiple collectors in if needed. To be honest, I think they will be needed. I just don't know how expensive they are. So let me get these built, and then let's see how many of the collectors we're going to need. Okay, boom. Right, so next I want the collector. Now this might be a problem because that's raised up. This is a bit sugared. So what I could do is potentially bring the conveyor up so that these are on their side. Might be a better idea. So let's do... Right, I'm going to want 3 streets. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to also want the collector. Let's get all of those producing and go back to mining. Okay, so what you can see, I'm still building, is that some of the rocks are still getting round. So it might be that I'll need to put another one here and another one there, or I could potentially just do some slopes. The slopes might be cheaper. So yeah, maybe we'll try that. But you can see that all of these are going to go into the collectors pretty nicely. Not much got past, I don't think. Let's go and have a quick look. A little bit. I mean,
Inventory full.
Somewhat significant amount, I guess. There we go. So I finally got that built. Took a little while, but yeah, it's all piped in. So we should find... So if I just check my little hole over here. Right, empty. So let's see how much we managed to capture, shall we? I'm not going to pick any of this up. And let's just see whether we get it all or if we have to worry about any stragglers getting past the collectors. The problem with mining, it's not really a problem, but it's tedious at the beginning. A lot of your time is spent going to and from where you're mining to where you want to deposit the resource. So I do find that taking a bit of time at the beginning, I mean, I'm saying this like I always do it, I don't. But yeah, a bit of time at the beginning just to get something very basic set up so you don't have to do loads of running around, I think will help tenfold in the long run. So as you can see, these rocks are going down, and if we can catch them up, I'm hoping everything is just getting collected. We've got one little bit there, but you know what? That is absolutely fine. I can live with that. And if we look into here, we'll see, obviously we're now producing. We haven't got a lot of iron, but we've still got a backup of stone. It's still processing. Considering I don't have to run backward and forwards, that's a win. So I'm just gonna do quite a lot of mining because I don't wanna have to keep like stopping whatever I'm doing just to keep coming in here and getting stone. So I'm just gonna spend a few minutes just collecting what I can. until I get bored, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Right, got plenty of iron now. I've still got tons of stone waiting to be processed, so hopefully that should be good to get started. So I think the first thing I want to do is I want to build some kind of hangar, because I'm just a bit concerned that I'll get attacked. I don't really want that. So I'm thinking, I mean, there's a bit of like a natural dip here. I mean, bridging across that wouldn't be the end of the world. So I'm thinking about doing like a pretty large hangar there. Now, the problem with that is going to be obviously mining it out. So instead, what I want to do is potentially build a huge drilling platform. I just don't know whether digging into that horizontally is going to work. I guess all we can do is see, can't we? So let me grab some of them because they're cheaper. And we're just going to have to hope that I don't get attacked whilst I'm messing about with stuff, because I don't really have a plan. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So let me stick you over here. Let me think. So, I mean, it comes... kind of want it to run level with the ice. So we're talking... I need it a bit lower than that, I think. So let's go for... there? How does that look? Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so what we'll do, getting these two grids to connect up is going to be, yeah, a little difficult to say the least, but we'll work something out, maybe. So if this was going to come all the way across here, then the entrance to the hangar needs to be on that level. Okay. Obviously, if I'm going to put a drilling platform on this, I'm going to need to get power from that to this. The easiest way, I think, would be rotor, and then one of the rotors having a piston on top, which I could turn and adjust to connect the two grids up. So let's try that. Doesn't have to be... well, maybe I should pipe it. Maybe I should pipe it. Oh, okay, fine. So let's go for conveyor junction. Advanced rotor. Steel plate. I mean, I don't know how long the resources that I've got are going to last, but we should get a hefty amount from this. Would be my hope. We're then going to want conveyor. And then I'm going to want probably a hinge. Hinge can go that way. And then we'll need piston. Oh, we've got different piston heads. Right, so piston can go there. Yep, that happened. So you're going to point to this. So this needs to be able to turn and go up and down. So we're going to go for 2 hinges on here. We're going to have 1 hinge that way, 1 hinge that way, and then I guess connector? Because the connectors do transfer power, right? I'm pretty sure. One thing I do like about this game is that whatever I craft here, I will be able to get the parts back. which is always very nice. There's no kind of waste. I know that there are some mods you can get, like I think there was Splitsy Scrapyard Survival. I don't know if that's the name of his mod, but he has a mod that does something like that, doesn't it? Where you... What? I'm not out of iron. Oh, but you are full of gravel. Get that gravel out. Just a horrible resource that you have to try and manage, that, isn't it? Right, so you're welded. The problem is these large connectors take a lot of steel sheets. Okay, so that is that done. Now what just occurred to me is I don't have any power on this grid. So I ain't going to be able to do much with it. We're going to have to stick just potentially like a temporary turbine on there. Anything to give us a little bit of juice. So stick that on. While we're here, you, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We should be able to use this connector now. Nope. Oh yeah, because I don't have anything in there. That would be a good start. Right, so that is the rotor done. So we've got the power, we've got the piston. So we should... Now oh, it's been ages since I've used this. Okay, so I don't have to hold control, so that's fine. So if I was to change you... No, wrong way. Bring you up. Just to about there. Like so. And then if I was to rotate you... wrong way, that way. We should be able to roughly get these lined up, I think. Right, velocity. You come up. I'm going to need another connector, but I wasn't sure about how much space I had. Probably not enough, to be completely honest. Bollocks. Let me just get you rotated just to see. Yeah, I ain't gonna get a connector in there, am I? Not no way, not no how. Nuh-uh. Nope, 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 nope. Bollocks. Okay. Well, the other option is I take this out. Potentially I'll be able to get it connected even without the second hinge on this side. So if we take this off, put the connector there, chuck all the stuff in there, remove this hinge. Put a connector on there. Right. So while you're building everything, let's get you welded up. Okay. So this might work. Right, if we bring you up a little bit. Bit more? Yeah, a bit more. Because we're going to extend the piston as well. Why won't you do the thing? There we go. So, a bit more. Okay, so then what we'll do, let's get that connector all welded. So my hope is a bit of a turn on the rotor. So about there. And then extend the piston. Why is my character always just sliding? Oh, I'm not. It's the bloody rotor. Oh, you fool. There. Okay, it's not great, but I might be able to just get enough distance between them. There we go. Got it. Control panel. I should be able to connect. Where's the connect button? Oh, lock. There we go. We are connected. Not great. Nowhere near, but we're connected. So I can now move this turbine, because you're not needed. And just for the sake of power production, let's stick it somewhere over here. Just anywhere. I mean, on these is absolutely fine if it will let me. It will let me. There we go. Right, so all that's left to do now is to conveyor that up, because I need the drill to be connected over here. And then we're going to start digging out a huge hole for our, well, bunker, if you want to call it bunker, I guess, maybe, I don't know. So, get you welded. Let's get a couple of those put into production. Right, I need some interior plate. Grab what I can. Conveyor. Okay, so you are going to come over here. I've got to leave room for the drill and the piston. So, I think take that one out. Get the conveyor. Stick you. I'll stick that there so that it gives another connection point to the rest of the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, okay. So let's grab everything we can. And then I need to figure out now. So I'm going to get rid of these for a second because I don't want to risk damaging them when I put the drills on here. Now, I need to get a piston and a drill on there. Now, I don't think I can fit a drill on there. Now, I know you can use the small drills because they are obviously cheaper, but I kind of want the large amount that these are going to mine out. I don't need to go that low, though. Can go there. It might be that actually gone too far forward, because that's where I want the drill to be, which means I need the piston to be at least 2 blocks backwards. So I think I'm going to take this one out, and we'll put a connector, sorry, not connector, a conveyor in between. We could take this one off of the parts. Get rid of that one as well. It'll only fall if I don't. Oh, no, it won't, but never mind. Get this. Excuse me. Right, you go there. So then we'll have piston, and then drill. But do I still need to go back one more? Because I still need to connect the drill to this, don't I? So if the drill was going to say go there. Oh no, the drill can go there. So yeah, that conveyor needs to go one more back, which is fine. I can do that. Sticking in one of them there. Get rid of this one. Okay. So we need a way to connect the conveyor, the piston. We will just use another conveyor junction. It's easy. Okay, then I can get rid of these. And then we want piston. Which can go there. I need steel plate. I don't already have any, so just get me 10 of those. Just enough to build what I need. So, piston. And then I'm hoping I can get the drill to fit there. I can. Okay, perfect. So, you and you. So there's 120 steel plates that's going to want, but I don't need them. So if I do that... Oh, it stacked them together. So let's just do 160. That should do, I think. So the reason I'm not going for the small drills is because I'd have to convert them to a small grid. There might be ways of doing it. I'm not sure there are. The way I used to do it was a rotor, connecting a small head to that rotor, and then you go for like the converting block. But I want something that's a little bit more stable. I don't want it to shake all over the place. Now, don't get me wrong, there will be some shake, but I feel like it'll be more stable just using large grid for this. That's my hope anyway. Nope. So what do I need for the piston? I just need 2 computers. On the plus side, I think they fixed... There used to be a weird bug thing where... And maybe this was just me. But whenever you put a queue of items for production, it used to always like miss the computers. I haven't really noticed that here though. So maybe they have fixed that. Or maybe it was always a me problem. I don't know. Boom, there we go. So we got the drill. So we should be able to, assuming I have the storage capacity for this, be able to do some mining with that drill. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to build a few more small cargo containers just to bulk up my storage. I've got the grids that I need for it, so it shouldn't be an issue. I hope. I only need 251 iron. I have that, so we should be okay. This one just needs the 2 computers, which I should be able to get straight away. Yep, got them. And then this one just needs a bit of everything. But that should get us a nice head start on the mining. Don't need those grids, I've already got them. I just need the 2 computers. Perfect, there we go. We've tripled our, well, got 3 times the amount of storage. So I should be able to... how's my power looking? We are still charging, which is good. So I should be able to control... I don't know why I'm coming over here. Let's just get on top of the actual piston. We turn the drill on. So we should be able to slowly push this piston. Very slowly. And we should, whoopsie daisy, we should be able to see that go, really? And that should be collecting us lots of resources. Okay, so that's pretty much it now. It's not loads, but it's a good start. So if I reverse this, bring you back in. Now, I don't know how much that would have got us. To be honest, probably not. Although, I don't know. We filled the connectors. We filled one of the small well, we didn't fill it. We got quite a lot in one of the small car containers. So now all I need to do is basically I need to duplicate this. I want to go in a bit further. I do want to go in further. So is the best way of doing this to just chuck another piston on the end? Thinking that is the play. So if we turn this drill off.
Inventory full.
Yep. I knew you were going to say that. I'm just wondering whether I build it ready to expand, but I guess it's just going to be a case of chucking more drills on the end. Really, isn't it? So if we go for another piston on the back. There we go. And now I could just chuck a drill on again. Hopefully I should be able to fit it on. Yeah, I can. Let's get you built. Ow. Ow. Boom. There's our drill. So if we just turn you on, and then both pistons, let me just go and rename this one. Not this piston. Right, so we will have both of the other pistons. So we're going to go that one, that one. Set this to negative 0.05. And then, if we reverse both of those, they will both move at the same speed as one did. And we know that the drill is going to collect everything. We know it's not going to take any damage. Boom. Okay, so all we need to do now is basically... Hang on, have I got the inertia tension turned on? I'm pretty sure I have. Piston, piston. There we go. Keep that nice and straight. We don't want any wobbles happening. I want to see how far this is going to go in. I mean, I know, what is it, about 20 meters should go in. But I want to get a feel for it once it's finished. There we go. We've just hit the rock, so that's going through. I am going to get a couple of drills queued up into the production. Whilst we wait for that, let's go and get that unknown signal. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that parallax, because I've got no defense whatsoever. Really should be thinking about getting at least a turret up. Hello, Mr. Unknown Signal. Oh. Where's your button? See no button. Oh, I feel ripped off. Oh, we got some cobalt. Nice. We ain't got to go looking for that anytime soon then. But where's the button? Oh, it's there. Oh, come on. Give me the button. I don't want to have to grind you down. There we go. What are we getting? Badger World. I've not got many of them. To the side, we've got another metal grid, which is good. We've got the cobalt, which is very good.
Energy low.
We might be able to build a few more grids. I wonder if we can make a large cargo container with what we've got. I can't remember how much cobalt the grids take. Is it 1? Or is it more? Right. Let's go and find out. They use 1 cobalt ingot. So we could make enough of those for... well, potentially 2 large cargo containers, which would be really good. What was that? Oh, I see. You're going to land at the military installation. Okay. Okay. Let's not mess with him. Right. So am I wasting all this stone that's being mined? The collectors aren't full, but I don't think you could pass into a collector via the conveyor. But it doesn't look like we are anyway, because the drill isn't full, which is good. Which is very good. So as you can see, we've gone back so far, which, to be fair, I don't think is too bad. Excuse me, got hiccups. So let's reverse you. And let's just bring you back quite quickly. Don't want to be waiting all day for it. So if we... I don't know, I mean, the doors are going to have to be set back quite a bit, aren't they, to be honest? Right, let me turn you off so I don't get drawn in the face. So let's say the doors were roughly around here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks back. Kind of want to go back 1 more, Mr. Drill. But if I put another piston onto you, I'm not going to be able to drill out the rest of this very easy. So I'm thinking we hold off on that and we stick the rest of the drills on. I'm going to have to move some of this just to get the drill to fit. But I don't want to go too low. Is that okay? No, where are you clipping? Top. Let's try that. Still, oh, steel plate would be a good idea. 1. You're clipping here. How's that? Perfect. There we go. So if we get those 5 drills on, I'm thinking for the door... Oh, I don't know. How wide do we make this? Not entirely sure. I feel like odd is always a better choice, especially for the cockpits in the game. Always go odd on the width. I mean, you can probably do some nice builds even, but I ain't good enough at the game to be doing that, so... We do not have enough stone. Our basic refinery is not cutting it at the moment. And that is literally the only problem though, because I've got stone. Got 4k in there, 21, so there's 42. Plus another 16, 42. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, that refinery is taking the biscuit a little bit. So, do I get another refinery built? I guess that makes sense. Don't think we can make the large refinery. We could at a push. But let's just stack up some of these. They're cheap and cheerful. We'll be able to do what we need to do with these. 1, 2. You go away a second. You. We cancel all this. And then start it up again, just so we stop doing those draws for a second. There we go. So we've got both those refineries going, which means we have 3 in total. I'm pretty sure my power will now not be holding. Yeah, fully depleted in 4 hours, so... more wind turbines, I think, is what we're going to need. I need to keep an eye on where the sun rises and sets as well. See if solar panels are even worth it. But let's get a couple of... well, a few more wind turbines built. I never really knew whether the height of the wind turbines actually mattered. In my head, it does. But... it's not from any, like, concrete evidence. It's just me assuming. I mean, it probably is right, but who knows? So I'm going to move this turbine up. And assume the higher the better. And I've got some more interior plates to play with, so let's bring this up a bit more. Okay. And then we go 1. And then we'll stick 1 either side. I can't, I need more. Let's take these guys down. I mean, they look like they're moving pretty quick. I think they look like they're moving quicker than they were, but down here. Let's go and see if we are gaining power or if we're using power. Fully recharged in 7 days. So, we're making a small amount of power. Very small, but we are gaining. So yeah, the higher they are, the better. So, let me put a couple more of these on. There we go. Turbine number 5. And it looks like we've got a bubbly bertha 5 kilometers that direction. As long as you don't annoy them, they won't annoy us. I hope. Okay. So stick you in there. I want to get these drills built now. So if I go da. Get those producing. But I should have 3 lots of 120. I'll cancel those ones. Let's see if we can scrape enough together just to get these 5 drills built. I can salvage some steel plates from this one. There we go. And then salvage the end of those ones. No point in building it all the way to the top. They're not going to take damage. I don't think it'll matter. So if I just want to get these 2 built. How am I doing on my stone? I actually don't have any. So what we'll do We'll remove that one. Remove that one. And let's get a plunge done. Hang on. So velocity is minus 0.05. Reverse it. There we go. So hopefully that will not take us very long. Okay, and while that's going, I think what I want to do is I want to get a large cargo container built. Because we are probably going to be wasting a lot of that stone, aren't we? So let's just chuck it. Oh, I don't know where to put it. I could do it at the front of this refinery here. Cancel those for a sec. Right. Now I just need the tons and tons of interior plate. You take priority because those drills, it would not surprise me if they were full. Oh, they're not yet. Not yet. But they will. There we go. So now we've got storage to my heart's content. We should be good for a long time on that. Okay, so these drills are just coming back now. So as you can see, we've got a pretty nice levelish kind of hangar. What I should probably do, so I think I'm gonna go for, well, the first part of the hangar, let's go for 5 wide. Not sure we need anything any bigger than that. We'll go for 5 wide and a hole of 4 tall. That should give us enough space to be able to just set up some kind of workshop. Somewhere where we can build a vehicle or a ship or something in peace without worrying about being attacked by anything. So far, everything has been pretty peaceful. I think once I've got the hole dug out, then we will make a faction and just see if that causes any kind of aggro from them. So I better get some digging. Okay, so I've pretty much made a really big hole, which is obviously very nice. So I spent some time just standing here, kind of constantly drilling in out, and then I expanded them by about another 4 pistons. So I went in, I think this is about 60 meters. And to be fair, I think it's a nice depth. Eventually I will be obviously digging out more to it, but for now I can work with this. My thinking is big door. Obviously going to be able to come in here. I'm thinking I'm going to build something. I want a wheeled vehicle, and I also want like something of atmospheric flight. So I'm thinking vehicle can come in. And what I might do with the vehicle is I might build it where it can lower down into the floor. And then at the back here, I'll have a little bit of a landing thing for a ship. And that can obviously get over the vehicle because it'll be in the ground. But yeah, so if I can just get some... yeah, if I can get like a door on this and a couple of turrets started outside, I'll feel much safer and we can actually proceed with starting. Whilst I was doing all the drilling, I obviously got a lot of stone. I ended up having to build a second large cargo container just because I felt like I was wasting it. But I'm doing fine now. I've got 6 KRI in there, 7 there, 1 almost 2, 12 there, 11 there. So yeah, we're absolutely fine on resources. That is not a concern. So, thinking about, obviously, so the idea here is we're going to have a bridge come in, and I'm just curious, actually. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. Where that floor is going to come to, because this isn't going to be the floor, obviously. the floor's going to be slightly higher. And what I want to do actually is I want to use some of the new blocks. So I like that it's now split by DLCs. I don't think it always used to be like this. What's that? Firework launcher. Oh, don't care. Right, field work. So I saw that on some of the videos. They've got they're using these and they've got like a different pattern on each side, which is quite nice. And I mean they're quite expensive actually. But let's make a few of these and let's just see what we're playing with. Because I don't really have a plan. I am kind of just winging it. But yeah, you have like a different pattern. So that's just the floor center. And then what's this? Floor decal. So yeah, you kind of decide what you want to appear on the sides. Floor edge. Floor passage. Oh, I see. So yeah, for the passage. Okay, I like that. That's quite nice. Oh, that's a big slab. What would you want the big slab for? I guess just large spaces. Can't really use the large ones because, like I said, I'm planning on having a lift. But if I just brought these across for a second, you need interior plate. Well, that's just silly. What? Oh, because we're all clogged up with gravel. Yeah, I should probably build up a dispensing system just to get rid of gravel. That might be an idea. Give me the interior plates. Oh, I've still got loads of random material stacked up in here. Don't need them. You go there. There we go. Okie dokie. So. That's a massive ship. Look at the size of that, and we are like 2.5 kilometers away. That's huge. Okay, so if we... Oh my goodness. Interior plate.
Energy critical.
So obviously with the door being quite... This is why I went so far in, because the actual door can't really exist until there. And even then I might come through the top. So we'll go back one more. So if we said the door was going to go there... That should give me enough space so it doesn't pop through. There's still quite a lot of room at the back. Maybe I might have to go back a bit further. But yeah, if we said that the door was going to go here. It's not as much space as I would have liked. We'll work with it. Excuse me. We can always dig out more later if we need to. So, with this being where our... That is still part of the same... You know what? I don't know if that still counts. So... That's still going to be the door. So we'll just leave it all connected just in case. So the... I need power. Let me go sort that out first. Right, so... Floor decal. So... Ooh, I don't do good with this creative stuff. Right. Let's... Okay, so I've got this as 7 wide, which means we're going to have... Excuse me, we are going to have a center point. I kind of want... I'm going to say the door's going to go there on that block. So if I just do that for a second, that will be door. So, excuse me, on the middle, which is this one, I feel like this needs to be, right, I want the yellow, excuse me, I want the yellow line coming straight down the middle. We'll obviously like I said, I want a bit where the vehicle will lower and raise up. We'll work on that. And then at the end, let's go for that. Which means that all the way on the outside, I just want that border by itself. Does that exist? Yes, it does. There it is. Oh, we've also got that one, the hazard one. But let's go for these at the back. And is there a corner? There is a corner. It's a curved corner, but it's a corner nonetheless. What else have we got on here? Okay, so it's just the... That's fine. So give me that. And then I want the edge. Oh, no, I need to go across one more. Huh. That's weird. Oh, no, it isn't. You're weird. Not weird, you're weird. That can't be a corner. Because it's going to look silly. Oh, actually, is it? Is it going to look silly? Nah, you know what? We'll do it. So, do that. Do that. You know what? I'm going to just... Let me get... This will take me a little longer than I'd like. So, let me just get this done, and then I'll be back in a sec. While I'm waiting for that to do its thing, I need to get rid of this excess gravel that I've got because it's causing me issues. There we go. Okay, so then let me get that production set back. So you go there. There we go. So I think we can just set you to throw out, right? What does that do? Allow power transfer where current grid is powered off. Throw out. There we go. So it's binning on gravel, and that should eventually despawn. And that might hopefully help our assembler keep on top of what it needs to do. Let's carry on getting these finished. Right. Taking a while, so let me just go see what this unknown signal's got. Oh shit, don't go too close to that little station thing. I would need to increase my production speed because it's taking forever to make the steel plates needed for those hangar doors. Some nice grassy hills here, don't they? Quite a nice place to live. Although I don't live in the grassy hills, I live in a hole. Right, how are you looking? What you got for me? Badger suit. And then this one's quite a... Oh, look at that! Oh! I'm be looking for some of those. Got some more cobalt, bit of iron. Not bad, not bad. Let me get this thing ground down and let's yeah, let's get the materials. I really like those access panels. Yeah, they are really nice. You could have access to your cargo container like on a walkway and then just have the doors open. Because the yellow entry points can look quite ugly, I think. The fact that we can hide them behind a door now is really good. Can I make the better assembler? I think I can because I found enough cobalt. So let's get this guy built because, yeah, it's taking the biscuit a little bit. I should be able to get most of that. I think it's still the steel plates that I'm going to be waiting for. But by building this, we can then put the modules on it. Although I think the speed modules, we're not unlocked those yet. I assume we have to build the actual. Oh, I could have just done that one. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Speed module doesn't need anything special, so we should be able to make that inset aquarium. Huh. You can have little fishies. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting a little bit thinking. So let's get this built. Almost got enough. And then just off the bat, this will start helping our assembler anyway. Now, the speed modules are obviously going to use more power than what we're probably producing. But we can put some of the power saving modules on, and that might offset some of that. Boom. Right, are you going to help? There we go. It's now assisting in the production of steel plates. And it should, yes, you can see that that number keeps going up. It's just going to continue to assist the other one, which is good. Now, maybe I won't go... yeah, let's go speed. Because they're not that difficult to make. I don't need this now. So let me stick one there, one there. Cancel that. Okay. Just want to put the rest of those. Oh yeah, where's my basic assembler? So you go at the end. Give me what I need. There we go. That's one done. But that is now going to be massively using power. So let's get a couple of these power efficiency modules put on here as well. One there. One there. My basic assembler, you need to go to the end. There's a second speed module. And now I need to get these power modules done before it completely drains me of power. If I check the battery now, the battery is fully charged. Fully depleted. Oh no, we're kind of balancing out. So actually, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a massive drain. I'm still waiting for motors. Where are the motors? Basic assembler. You go there. There we go. Got one done. We got two done. Boom. There we go. Hopefully now we'll be able to actually get these bloody hangar doors done. I'm almost there anyway. I've only got to do another 6. And we are done. Boom. How does that look? That looks pretty... I was going to say sick, but that makes me feel sick. But yeah, okay. All good. All good. I need to be able to get in there, don't I? What buttons have we got these days? What buttons do we have? We've got bridge button panel, inset button panel, console module buttons. Can be making work appear productive and important. We'll do a pedestal. I think this will probably end up staying as well. because it's always good to have a backup. Eventually, what my thinking will be, because I'm pretty sure now we can use the remote control blocks to, or maybe not the remote control blocks, but you can control something from a different grid. So my hope would be to be able to control each, well, every vehicle I have, I could potentially open this hangar door. Would be my hope. Oh. How do I... Because that's just going to do one, yeah? Okay, well that's crap. We have to group them? Maybe? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Hangar door. Create a group. Hangar door. Or hangar door group. And then I think we can connect that to the group, right? Boom, look at that. Oh yeah, we actually have a safe place now. Can't close it from in here, so let's make another button panel. I've already got it on my bar. You know what? Get some construction components just backed up. There we go. And then I think we should probably put it on this side if we can. Nope, looks terrible. What about this side? Yeah, it's better. It's fine. It's fine. And then we want the group. Open and close. We can shut ourselves in. If I turn my lights off, we should see those floodlights kind of shine on the hangar door. And there you go, you can. And I think what's happening, yeah, is even though the lights we can't see are still coming through, so we're still getting the same amount of light. But look at that, it's just it's nice and airy. Kind of feels a bit like a hangar, which is good. But we need more than this. We currently have nothing in here. So let me get this door opened. That block there should probably go. But I need to make sure I don't cut connection between the power and in here. Because these two blocks, this one and this one, are the only ones holding this place together. So let me get both of those made. I could probably... Oh, I might do some decorative stuff in here now, actually. I need more steel plates. Make me steel plates. Look at the speed, though. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, let me get those two blocks welded. They'll give me... That's 2 points in which we can get power. Oh, the dark one looks good, actually, against that, doesn't it? Yeah. Let me change that. Floor center. Where's that dark bit gone? There. That looks good. Yeah. Yes, it does. Okay, let's get some decorative stuff put in here. Let's try and get this finished off. This would be a nice kind of checkpoint. And there we go. So we've got a pretty, well, I think it's a pretty nice looking hangar, to be honest. It's pretty minimalistic, but I don't think you need anything else in a hangar, to be honest. Obviously, I need to decide where I'm going to put a connector. But that will come when I know what vehicle I'm going to build. These are obviously just decorative. As you can see, they're yellow. They're not connected to anything. We've got the floodlights. I've added some of these pipes at the top. I really like these pipes. They're really nice. A couple of barrels. Put an antenna in here because I figure we're probably going to want to be able to control the base at some point, and that's a nice antenna. Much better than the original one we used to have. Well, we've still got, but you know. And then obviously the door, I've got it on the buttons. Got a couple of flashing lights. So if I hit the button, they do not work. Fantastic. Oh, it's because I haven't. One second. It's because I need to change this to trigger now. There we go. So when the hangar is opening, the lights come on. And then when the hangar stops, the light should go off. Really nice. And I've done that on both buttons. So the one out here is exactly the same. And it should just kick off. Yeah, there we go. And I mean, everyone knows how to do this, but all I've done is that triggers the timer block, which is here. The timer block is set up to turn on the lights and open or close the doors. And then I have an event controller here, and all this is doing is when the doors are open or closed, turning the lights off. And I've just set the off on two different toolbars so that I can turn them off either way. But yeah, that's a nice little, well, the whole thing's a nice little hangar. I'm impressed with this. I like this. Not very creative, but I think I've done an alright job here. I think just having pipes like this for decorative purposes is just nice. Especially when you've got like the little caps you can put on the end. Yeah, it's all really good. Really good. So that's it for this one. So yeah, I've kind of started with a hangar, which normally I don't think you would start. You'd start with like a workshop. But I wanted a safe place in which I can start building without worrying about being attacked. So next time I'm probably gonna just work on getting a bit of magnesium so I can put some turrets out here. And then I probably want to start thinking about moving all of this stuff inside. So I probably need to like dig out another space in here somehow. I will figure that out. I don't know how I'm going to do that really. But once all this is inside, then we can really start thinking about building our new vehicle, our first vehicle. Get out there, go and look for some of the like iron, magnesium, cobalt, gold. Assuming you can get gold on the Earth, like on planet, I'm pretty sure you can. But yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.